The Philadelphia Eagles are coming off a terrible loss versus the Dallas Cowboys. Final score 41-21. Meanwhile, the Chiefs are also coming off a loss, this being their second straight, which is really surprising to say. In the Patrick Mahomes era, they lost 30-24 to the Chargers, and now both teams will be looking to bounce back as they play each other at 1 o'clock on Sunday in Philadelphia. And I'm going to be previewing this upcoming matchup for the Eagles and Chiefs on Sunday, so let's get into it. So let's start off talking about Jalen Hurts. So last week versus the Cowboys, Jalen Hurts looked like the player that a lot of his critics said he was going to be, and that's why they didn't think he could be the Eagles' future franchise quarterback. He was missing throws, missing reads, missing guys wide open, making poor decisions, and not being able to throw the ball deep, which is, again, for the second straight week, presented itself. So just for Jalen Hurts in this game, I think a lot of this goes on Nick Sirianni too. They need to get him into a rhythm early. He needs to complete a few passes short, and then you can move him into throwing deep passes, but he has to make good decisions early, and we need to see improvement from him in this game versus the Chiefs, whose defense is not all that great. So we're going to need to see improvement from Jalen Hurts, make smarter decisions, not turn the football over, and hit your open targets. That's all we need to see from Jalen Hurts in this game. And he'll kind of rebound from last week where he threw 2 interceptions and they lost by 20 points. Nick Sirianni on the other end needs to help Jalen Hurts out by running the football. Just put it this way. Last week, Miles Sanders only had 2 carries. And Miles Sanders, in my opinion, and if you watch Eagles games, you know, Miles Sanders is one of the most talented running backs in the NFL, but he's probably the most underutilized player in the entire league. He only had 2 carries last week. One of them was for, I think, 25 yards. Since 2019, Miles Sanders is third in, I believe, plays over 25 yards, and it's in 300 less touches than, like, everyone else on the list of people ahead of him and a few of the people behind him. He is far less carries than those guys. He does a lot with a little. He averages the most yards per carry on first down this year. So versus this Chiefs defense that is not great at defending the run, and for Jalen Hurts to help him out and to get him into a rhythm so he doesn't have to do everything himself, the Eagles coaching staff needs to recognize this and run the football. They need to hand Miles Sanders the ball at least 15 times this game at minimum. That's number one for the Eagles offense. Number 2, the Chiefs defense not all that great at passing defense either this year. So if you establish the run, that can also set up the pass. So therefore, then Jalen Hurts might be able to have a bounce-back game. That Eagles coaching staff needs to recognize that and really put a game plan into effect to expose that. On the Chiefs side of things, they are on a 2-game losing streak, which is unheard of in the Patrick Mahomes era. They're also last in their division, 1-2. It's a crazy thing to say, but they've made mistakes the past couple of weeks. Last week, they turned the ball over. Mahomes threw multiple interceptions. He did not look great, and some of the players did not make plays on the offensive side of the ball as well, but they still have one of the most explosive offenses in the entire league. So Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, obviously 2 of the best weapons in the entire league. Patrick Mahomes, number 1 player in the league, voted last year. So obviously they can really do damage to you, and they're going to score a lot of points. Versus the Eagles defense that did not look great last week, they allowed Dak Prescott to do whatever he wanted, and Ezekiel Elliott and Tony Pollard also did whatever they wanted to. So the Eagles front 4 is going to have to get to Patrick Mahomes in this game for them to have any shot at stopping them, force him into making maybe some bad decisions. But Mahomes is going to be Mahomes, and he's still going to look fairly decent no matter what. He should probably beat up on this Eagles secondary that's allowed a lot of passing yards over that allowed a lot of passing yards the last week versus the Cowboys. But the Chargers did one thing last week that helped slow down the Chiefs offense, and that was limit Tyreek Hill. So if the Eagles can find a way to limit Tyreek Hill, whether that be doubling, whatever they do, that can help their defense out a little bit and force Patrick Mahomes to do some things he doesn't necessarily want to do with the football, help disrupt the Chiefs' offensive game plan. Travis Kelce also is a guy you need to watch out for. And then Clyde Edwards-Helaire, really good running back in his second year, should also have a big impact in this game, judging on what the Eagles' run defense looked like in the last game. If I were the Eagles' defensive coordinator and the defense, I would be more aggressive this week, because last week they looked like they just sat back and tried to they just reacted to what the Cowboys did, and that didn't work at all. Now, they played some zone, which was conservative, and it just allowed them to destroy in the run game, and then that set up the pass, and it just didn't look good overall. So that's what I would do if I were the Eagles, but the Chiefs have an explosive offense either way. If I'm getting into my actual prediction for this game, I don't have an actual score on my mind, but I see the Chiefs winning. I don't see a way the Eagles can come out and win after what they did versus the Cowboys last week, and this Chiefs team is better than that Cowboys team. I think most people would agree with that. They still have Patrick Mahomes. They're on a 2-game losing streak, but that doesn't mean they're still not one of the best teams in the NFL. I think they bounce back this week and they beat the Eagles at home. Eagles will fall to 1-3. Chiefs jump up back to 500 and start a winning streak for them. But from the Eagles side, because I'm an Eagles fan, I'm just looking for improvement. If Jalen Hurts and Nick Sirianni can improve upon last week and Nick Sirianni makes smarter play calls and Jalen Hurts has a better game, makes smarter decisions, I would consider that a successful Sunday. The one way the Eagles could possibly, which they're not going to win, but if they could somehow pull off an upset, it would have to be in a shootout game because the Chiefs offense has so many weapons and is so explosive that it's going to be hard to stop them, and their defense is the weakness of the team. So if they're going to potentially pull out a win, it's going to be in a shootout game, but I don't expect that to happen. I have the Chiefs winning, probably by a couple scores. So yeah, that's my prediction. If you did enjoy this video, please like and please subscribe to the channel. I got a lot of support on my last couple videos, so I thank you guys for that. But I'm still trying to grow, so please hit the subscribe button if you did enjoy the video and you don't want to miss any more videos like this in the future. Videos like this, reaction type videos, mixes, I got it all for sports, especially Philly sports on this channel. So subscribe for that. And comment down below your thoughts and opinions. Let me know what you guys think about this game. And with that being said, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.